no opportunity wasted, which means how folks like ourselves, like you, end up making the most out of some challenges and opportunities. Because the thing is that like when people look at our lives and sometimes look at the type of things that you're doing, um they kind of maybe can gloss over the fact that it comes with its own challenges. And also it ain't got nothing to do with luck, baby, because luck may only get you into the room, but it don't keep you there. And so we want to talk about what it means for you to be taking up space the way that you're taking up space, in, being a producer with shows like that are on like Fox Soul, working with stars like, Vivica Fox and the Queens, that had their show as well. But just, you kind of not only have been producing, but where I be gagging as well is that you also just don't hold back when it comes to anything, really. And that's my kind of Judy.
Yeah, we can't afford to. We can't afford to.
And so I want to just start off by giving the people a little bit of a background into like, how did you get into television production?
Got it. Okay. So, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and there's not much to do in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Wait, did we talk about that?
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit, but not really. Yeah, but I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Because I was born and raised in Racine, Wisconsin, just over the border. Exactly. So, and I also lived in Milwaukee. Okay, cute. Okay, so, start as you were saying.
Yeah, so I went to Rufus King High School, which is number one high school in Wisconsin. I went off to college, and so in college I wanted to be a teacher so bad, so I majored in education and then did a minor in like mass communications. But I was so fascinated with like social media, and Twitter had just began. So when everyone was like, "How do you work this? What's Twitter? I don't have one." I was on there, kind of cultivating space, taking up space, giving my opinion about award shows, talk shows, the latest new iPhone that just came out, or the latest shoes. And so like we created a community on Twitter known as now Black Twitter. And so
Right.
I would talk about like social issues, celebrities, the gossip, celebrity
And you're
entertainment.
saying this was just on Twitter?
This was just on Twitter. And so what happened was a lot of like the celebrity entertainment websites would take my tweets and take some of my commentary, pick it up, post it on their websites. And so it just continuously grew. And some of the celebrities I would talk about, their fans started following me, and then some of the celebrities started following me. So I guess they thought like, oh, let's follow him, let's get in with him because he knows what's going on. He must be somebody important. Little do they know, I was in my dorm room at Lane College, a small HBCU in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm in my dorm room eating ramen noodles, just tweeting my little life away because I had nothing. I had nothing to do. Didn't really have any money, so that was my thing. I graduated, went on to teach. I did elementary school for some years. Did education administration, a director, and always did social media commentary on the side. And I decided that I didn't like the.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me pause for the cause for a second because no. So your education was in being a teacher and doing that. Were you out during that time?
Yes. I'd never been in. I didn't have the. Sometimes I call it a privilege. I didn't have the privilege of having a coming out story or
Hiding it.
being able to blend. I didn't have that privilege because that's a privilege a little bit, right? So I didn't have
Right.
that. I
Absolutely.
always was flamboyant, always was outspoken, always was like in your face, always was feminine. Like I've always been me, and I never hid that. So.
And so did that present a challenge going through the like to teach?
Yes, absolutely. Coincidentally, I had more challenges coming from women parents that I taught because when they see a black man, and I was in elementary school, but before I got there, I was in like preschool and Head Start. So when they see a man in Head Start, with K3, K4, K5, they're like, "Why is this man here with these little kids?" So it automatically put this label on me that I must be some type of predator. And so that was a challenge then. I even had one parent who was like, "Why is this man teaching my kid? I don't want a man teaching my kid. He must like little girls." And it's like, yeah. So I had
Wow,
more of that.
really?
had more of that than I had people having a problem with me being a gay person at the time. I've had some issues with that. I have some parents who was like, I don't want my son to be in a classroom with, can I cuss on here? Can I? Well, with
Yes, you can. You could be
what,
you.
yeah, I don't want my son be in the classroom with no faggot, with no sissy, and all that other stuff. Which we know how that goes. Even some of the dads try to holler at me, but neither here nor there. Yeah, so I
Right.
had those challenges, but it came to a point where I was laid off, and I decided like I don't want to be in education anymore because it wasn't a passion for me anymore. Students, I love them, I love teaching, but all the other stuff that came with it. So I decided to get out of it. And like I said, while I was teaching, I was doing my social media stuff on the side, not knowing that it would become anything. I was just tweeting about
Wow.
whatever was going on, and some of those networks would contact me and say like, "Hey, we have a new season starting. Can you tweet about this? We'll swing you a swag bag." And that gradually moved on to like, "We'll pay you to tweet about this. Live tweet, take over our social media." And that's how that started. Like I said, I would
Wow.
tweet about celebrities. Their fans would follow me. The celebrities would follow me, and they just thought like I was some voice that they needed to be, connected to. So that's how that started.
And I love this story because I think that people sometimes get too wrapped up into these predestined conventional pathways to things that they think is the only way.
Yep.
Like and the reality is even when with technology, the world that we're living in right now, the real main question for the interview is, can you do what I'm asking you to do? Can you actually do it? Whether you got a
Yep.
bachelor's degree or not is not necessarily my concern if you really do what I need you to do and do it well.